Sahana Bhavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Saha Vyayam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vitveshavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya. I'm humbled and elevated to hear all these wonderful speeches of so many masters, so many professors, so many engaged in the spiritual welfare. And the wonderful thing is, all goes about unity, united consciousness. My guru used to say, united we live, divided we perish. And so it's important that teachers of several traditions are meeting heart to heart, and we spread the message of love and universality. And Swami Suryananda founded the European Yoga Federation with the motto, unity in diversity. Not by converting everybody to our faith, peace will be achieved. Some religions have tried it like that, or are still trying. But peace will be achieved by unity in diversity. Overcoming divides and united in consciousness, that's the program of United Consciousness. Now, the role of my theme is unveiling spirituality in its role in personal transformation. Yesterday, we had one speech of one professor. He said, in a session, for the first lecture you listen to, the second you bear, and the third and fourth you ignore. So I don't want to have it like that, so I'll tell you a few stories. And with stories, you can feel spirituality, and you also know how it can help in personal transformation. First story is about the theme, where is happiness? Once upon a time, there used to be a master, a guru, and he taught his disciples by behaving strangely. And one day he was looking on the floor. He was checking what is there. And his neighbor or disciple came and said, Master, what are you looking for? And the master said, I'm looking for my key to the house. The disciple asked, can I help you? Now, many of you know the story, but still it's good to tell it. Can I help you? Yes, 4 eyes can see better than 2. So they watched, they looked. After quite some time, the disciple said, Master, where did you lose the key? Please try to remember. Master said, inside my house. So why are we looking here? And the master said, first of all, the house is locked, we won't get in. And secondly, there's much more light here. That's the story about happiness. Where is the happiness to be found? Inside. Where are we looking? Outside. And if we don't find it ourselves, we need somebody else to look with us. And we get all kinds of people who try to help us find happiness. Will we find happiness outside? We will find happiness inside. But why are we not looking inside? First of all, it's hard to get in. And secondly, it's dark inside. Still, if the guru wants to find the key, he has to go inside. And so if we want to get the key to happiness, we have to look inside. Meditation is called going inside. How will you get inside? Meditation. But if you try to meditate first, it seems to be closed. You sit, shoulders aching, back aching, knees are aching, thoughts are coming. And if the thoughts are quiet, there's some phase of darkness. But still we have to go through. If we go through, we find the happiness inside. Second story. That's a story of a hunter. Once upon a time there was a hunter, and he got up in early morning to hunt. And he looked here and there, but he couldn't catch anything. So by noon he was tired, and he was hungry, hadn't eaten anything. But luckily he had brought some lunch package with him. So he sat down and wanted to eat his lunch. At the same time there was a tiger. And the tiger had also been hunting all morning and had not found anything. And he didn't bring a lunch package. So he saw the hunter and thought, there's my lunch. Slowly the tiger went closer and tried to catch. But the hunter saw him and he ran away very fast. Now, there's some natural laws. One of them is, tiger is faster than human being. So the hunter saw he will not have long time to live. And then he saw there was a big hole, and he jumped into the hole. And then he saw there was water on the bottom. So I'm saved. While he was still like in absolute danger, a second is like very long. He jumped. First he thought he's safe. There's water underneath. And then he saw there was a snake, big snake, python. So he knew if he jumps down, python also had no lunch. Not even dinner and breakfast for a whole week. So the python thought, finally I get lunch, breakfast, and dinner. While he was now there, he caught hold of a root. Now he was safe. Tiger above, python, snake below. He was safe in the middle. So he breathed a few times. Then there were two rats, white rat and black rat, and they were just having lunch. The only people who had lunch in that story, but then they were disturbed. The house was directly underneath this root. It was destroyed. They didn't like that. They thought, what can we do? And then they thought, we have to destroy the root. So they ate the root. White rat, black rat, white rat, black rat. And so they continued. Now, our hunter, he still was hungry, didn't have had anything to eat. Then he saw not far there was some bees, and the bees, there was honey there. And so with one hand he caught hold of the root, with the other he got the honey and started enjoying the honey. But the bees, they didn't like that the honey is stolen, though they stung him all over his body. Lots of ache. He still ate some honey. Finally, the black and white rat had finished their work. The root was destroyed. He fell down. Python ate him. End of the story. So who is the hunter? We are the hunter. We're hunting for, we don't know what for, but anyhow we're hunting. Sometimes we don't find anything, so we want to get some lunch package, something. And then we find out we are being hunted. Tiger is hunting us. Who is the tiger? Tiger is the time which is hunting us. And then we run away. And then we jump into the well, we grasp hold of a root. What is the root? Root is our life. We're hanging on our life. And underneath there's the snake. Snake is death, which is awaiting us. And who are the black and white rat? That's day and night eating up our lifespan. And then there's the honey. We know someday we're going to die, but some pleasure we want to have. And if we have pleasure without discrimination, then we get all these things which are painful. And in the end, body will die. Next story. It's a story from, all these stories are ancient yogic stories. Next story is actually Yudhishthira. He was once asked, what is that on one plane one comes without anything, there's a lot of hustle and bustle around it, and in the end we leave without anything. On the second level, we come with something, it is changed, and we leave with something else. And on the third level, we come with something, nothing changes, and we leave with it also. And Yudhishthira knew the answer. This first level, where we come with nothing, go with nothing, that's the physical plane. We come without anything when we are born here. And we leave with nothing when we go. And in between we make lots of hustle and bustle. Lots of things we do and try. That's the first level. Second level is we come with something, we change it, and in the end we go with something else. And of course, karma and reincarnation. We come with a certain karma, we come with a certain character, we come with certain dharma, duties we have to perform. And then we do things, and hopefully we work on our character, we work on being more gentle, forgiving, at the same time courageous. We want to develop our character, we want to develop our prana, our energy level, and we want to have our spiritual elevation. We'll take that with us. Those of you who are born in a family with at least 2 children, you know, or those of you who have at least 2 children, they're different. Same parents, same house, same circumstances, even same school, different. We come differently in this world. And whatever we develop in this world, we can ask, will that be helpful in our next life? So we leave with that. And on the highest level, of course, we come with something, nothing changes, and we leave with it, and that's the consciousness, the Atman, the Brahman. That's this divine spark in us. We come with that. We are the immortal self. We are Satchidananda, pure being, infinite, pure bliss. And nothing changes. And we leave this body with the same infinite consciousness. Now, a spiritual path means we experience this consciousness. We don't care too much about the things in the physical plane as far as it's not helpful to fulfill our dharma, to learn, to fulfill our karma, and as long as it's not helpful to develop our personality. And in the end, we can be at ease, because the most important part is our true nature, and this does not change. Last story. That's the story of a lioness. She was pregnant. And during the birth, something happened. Lioness died. The lion cub was there without mother and even without father. At the same time, there was a sheep, and this sheep mother was also pregnant. And in the moment of birth, again, something happened. The sheep died. So the mother was without child, and the baby lion was without mother. Both found each other. The sheep mother adopted the lion cub, and the lion cub started growing up in the sheep colony. So the lion cub started after some times to eat grass as the other sheep, started bleating like a sheep, bah, bah, bah. And of course, the sheep line was a little different than the others. That's why the others also pushed it a little bit towards the side. And so it became a lion with inferiority complex, thinking, I'm an inferior sheep. One day, the mountain lion came. And the mountain lion looked into the valley. And what did he see there? Sheep, that's okay. But then there was some lion there. A lion, very little like that. And the other sheep were pushing it here and there. That, what is that? What a disgrace for my royal family. One member of my royal family is pushed around and is so fearful and afraid, scared. That cannot be. So he ran down. Sheep were going into all directions. And the lion only had one eye, had only eyes for the lion. Sheep lion caught him at his neck, dragged him down and said, what are you doing here? You're younger than me, defend yourself. What is the matter with you? Said, bah, 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 please leave me alone. I have to be with my mother. Your mother, where's your mother? She's running there a bit far away, you won't get her anymore. That's the sheep. Yes, of course, I'm a sheep also. You are not a sheep. You are a lion like me. No, bah, 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 I'm just a lion. No, you are a sheep. I will prove it to you. And so the mountain lion dragged the sheep lion towards a lake and said, now, look, what are you doing? What are you seeing? I don't see anything. Please open your eyes, look into the lake. What are you seeing? I'm just seeing ripples. You breathe too heavily, you breathe too strongly. Regulate your breath. Inhale, abdomen out. Exhale, abdomen in. Inhale 3 to 4 seconds. Exhale 3 to 4 seconds. Now, what do you see? I see you twice. Now move your head a little bit to the right and to the left. And nod your head. Finally, our sheep lion was looking. Questioning. And the mountain lion said, Tattvam asi, that thou art. And the sheep lion said, Aham simhasmi, I am that lion. And for the first time in his life, he was roaring like a lion and was never afraid of anything, but stayed vegan. That's it. So what do these stories tell us about personality development? Happiness is to be found within. We don't need to look everywhere. It's just sufficient to meditate, just sufficient to go inside. And then feel the inside of others, then we're happy. Second story means we have to see the things in life properly, because death is waiting. We have to live our life in a way that we say, if we have to leave today, my life will have been okay. And if in 50 or 100 years, depending on your age, you look back to the present day, you will say, the life I lived in 2023 was a good life. The third story says of the different levels. Physical life is important as much as it helps us to develop our personality, as it helps us to fulfill our karma and our dharma, is helpful as long as it helps us to find our true nature. And our true nature was, is, and will always be Satchidananda, infinity, consciousness, and bliss. And we can stop saying, I can't do that, I can't do this, he doesn't treat me properly, and he doesn't love me, and that is difficult. And so we bleat like a lamb. You should roar Om, Om, Om like a lion of Vedanta, Swami Shivananda used to say. All power is within, all energy is within, all strength is within. And to realize it again, we can meditate, we can use pranayama and asana to slowly make our mind more quiet. And then if we see the divine in us, we don't need to be afraid. That's our true nature. Everything is there. And from there, personality will develop. Hari Om Tat Sat.